So we have in total probably over 20, 25 Crown Court cases that are due to go ahead, all of which have been delayed at least once. This is something routine that we see in Palestine Action, but the first one went ahead just a few weeks ago. And this was an action at the start of Palestine Action where they had drenched the former London headquarters of Elbit Systems. And, there was a lot of paint running down the road, etc. And they were charged with conspiracy to commit criminal damage. It's a common charge that we see in a lot of cases. And they went to court. And the difference between a magistrate's court and a Crown Court is that you have a jury. You're trialed by people from the community. It's not a single judge or 3 judges who decide if you're guilty or not guilty. So it really was a test to see how that would go. And what we saw was the jury unanimously, within an hour of going out for a verdict, had returned a not guilty verdict. Amazing to see. People who were there said that there were jurors in tears, blowing kisses to the defendant, saying thank you, Matt, and thank you to them. But also what happened during the trial was interesting because Elbit have been sending note takers which apparently cost £200 an hour, to sit in all of the Palestine Action cases. And at the start of this case, the Crown Prosecution Service and the defence had agreed that on facts that they both agreed on, which are just facts, which are relevant to the case, that Elbit is indeed an arms company, that it is an Israeli arms company that make combat drones. Apparently, that was about as far as you can get in the courts these days. And then apparently Elbit, this woman had gone back to Elbit, and Elbit were not happy about that, about the fact that they were just described as literally what they are on their own website says a lot worse about them. And then the prosecutor just started saying, we don't agree with this. We don't agree with what you're saying whenever a defendant would say, this is an arms company making these drones, because just to let you know, the Crown does not accept that. It was ridiculous. This is just fact.